Here we go. Here we go. Now, this video, I want to do it in a more just normal kind of tone. And that may sound kind of weird, but like on my channel, I like to edit things a lot, really nice and fast-paced and snappy. But this video, I just want it to be just purely just like a normal fan conversation that you would hear down the pub with your mates. Because I feel like a lot of people, even with COVID, they may not be around people in the same way that they used to be, and that kind of typical pub chat that you have with your friends, or just with some random bloke called Dave when he's having a pint of Guinness. You don't really have that as much as you used to. Maybe it's still there, but it's not the same. We're not the same amount of people. There's always these things in place, these restrictions, and I just want to do a video talking as a fan, okay, as an English fan, as an Englishman. Even though I do live in Poland, I'm still, back in England the entire way. I do kind of hope that Poland does well as well. I do hope they do well. But I have that same sort of, glorious, dreamful expectation and like just dreams of like, we're England, we should be doing well. We should be at least making it to like semis or the final or whatever else. And I think we all have that kind of romantic kind of feeling around football, and that's why I feel like what makes English fans so different, because there's a pure romance to the English game and how things are done, and it has been slowly lost over years with the more and more money being put into football, the top six and everything. But I feel like if you look into the Championship and League 1 and League 2, those kind of fans, the romance is well and truly still there. With the Euros just around the corner, and there's a lot of football going on, a lot of transfer news going on. You need one place to keep all tabs of your football news. That's why this video has been sponsored by OneFootball. Have you heard of it? Of course you have. It is a free to download app on the App Store or Google Play Store on iPhone or Android. Any country, any league, it's got you sorted. All transfer news, all football match stats, even San Marino. If you're a big San Marino fan, then you can keep up to date with them as well with all the news. So of course, I'm a Burnley fan, so that means that I can favourite Burnley, and for any new transfer news, it will pop up on my phone as a notification, and I can scroll down. So as of right now, Burnley are currently linked with Liverpool's Nat Phillips, so I will always keep up to date. The link is in the description to go and download OneFootball, and I do want to say thank you to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. Let's get into it. We're playing Croatia tomorrow, and it's perfect. It's perfect that we're playing the team that knocked us out of the World Cup. Now, I was in Newcastle when we was in the World Cup. I was a completely different person back then. I was, that was a long time ago in my life. I can't even imagine what it was like. I have memories of the World Cup and that, but me as a person, the way that I think about football and the way I see things is completely changed. And looking at the World Cup, and you look at a team and you see the five back, you see Ashley Young and you see Dele Alli and Lingard in there as well. Like, the team that we're seeing now is a different team. And I do still have my worries. I have worries about the fact that I find it hard that we don't even know our main team. That's my main issue. I feel like going into these tournaments, I find it a worry that we still don't know our main team, and that the team is still a big talking point, which I don't see as a strength. Like, you may see it as a strength that, like, yeah, but you got good depth. You got really good depth in these kind of areas. We don't even know who our defenders are, really. We don't know who our right back will be. We don't know what formation we're playing. And we don't know what our main centre backs will be, because, to be fair, Maguire is injured. If he wasn't, then it would be Maguire and Stones in a 4-back anyway. That's guaranteed. But then if it's a 5-back, is it going to be Mings as a left centre-back because he's left-footed? Will it be Ben White because he's better on the ball? We don't know. And you may see that as a strength. I see personally as a weakness. I think the fact that if you don't even know your main team, then it's always a very good excuse. And if we do get knocked out, then that will be an excuse used instantly. That was a thing that was said back in the Euros last time when we got knocked out by Iceland. We said the entire time when we got knocked out, saying we don't even know our main team. And that, I think, could be used to bite us on the arse again. Now, the one thing about Croatia is that I feel like we are in a better trajectory than them. Croatia, I don't want to disrespect them, because they literally knocked us out. And we have already gone through that road before, thinking that when we matched Croatia for the semi-finals of the World Cup, we thought, we're in the World Cup final, boys. We're in the World Cup final, okay? Then it's France. And we were already thinking of France. I know mates of mine were already thinking of France. I was already thinking of like, yeah, we could beat Croatia. And of course the game happened and we all know how that went. I don't know why, don't know if it's something sick inside of my head, but I still in a way think like that. Just because there's that just romantic side of, if you don't back your team the entire way, then what's the point in a sense? You know, if you don't go all out, then what's the fun of it all? You know, it's fun to just go around saying it's coming home and it's happening, boys, and it's fucking coming home. But in reality, I don't know if that's even really happening. We don't know. But if it does happen, then best believe that'll be the best month of our entire lives. Well, if you're an Englishman. If you're a Scottish lad, definitely not. Definitely not. I want the comments for this video to be like a nice little debate, nice little chat with one another. Of course, on a personal level, like with my channel, I'm trying to like do more football-based stuff. I don't really enjoy doing FIFA stuff. I don't really enjoy FIFA that much, but you know, with my channel, I've still got to do some FIFA videos to make sure that it's done as well, like the FIFA 22 videos. I can do that. They always do well, so I'll do them. But I want to try and transition to more football-based stuff. We are building a great community here of people that's just having a laugh and talking football, and I hope that we can continue with that. But down below, give me your thoughts. If you're an Englishman, if you're a Scot, you know, if you're Irish, if you're wherever you are, what's your all-round thoughts, your true thoughts about this English team? Because there's still questions. For example, the midfield. Now, I will go into what I would personally have as our starting 11. I don't want this to be like a massive tactic, you know, analysis video, because there's been enough of them. Okay, we've talked about it enough, but I might as well give what I would have if I was Gareth Southgate. And I do like Southgate. I don't think that he is, you know, a PE teacher, as what some people are saying that he is. Neither do I think that he's Pep Guardiola. I think that he's a guy which is very good at getting the players behind him. He backs the players, and that is very important. Like having a nice, very open, enjoyable dressing room is very important, especially for international tournaments. Like, we just look back to Fabio Capello and that nonsense. It showed like massively. There's a good feeling about England right now, and Southgate is a big part of that. And even though I think that he's probably not the best manager in the world, I'm not saying that he is, for this kind of tournament knockout football, I think that he'd be alright. I would love to see a fullback. I would like to see us go fullback. I would want to see us try to continue to be a forward-back formation team. I don't want to see a 5-back personally, because I just don't think we have the centre-backs for it. We don't have the centre-backs for it. Now, hopefully, I'm begging that Maguire's fit. Okay, so it'll be in goal. I think it'd be Pickford. I can't see it changing to Henderson or Johnston. Like, they've not played really at all. Pickford's had many caps. Was there in last tournament. For me, Nick Pope would have been there if he wasn't injured. You know, Nick Pope has had many goals and he's had many experiences with England. And I thought that this would be his moment. Sadly, not meant to be. So Pickford would be in goal for me. Right back, I would personally, if you're doing the 4-back, I would say Kyle Walker. And I put Kyle Walker so that he's alongside John Stones, that Man City link. They know each other quite well. Okay, Walker and John Stones. I'm hoping that it's Maguire. And then if it's Maguire, that means Luke Shaw. So that Man U, left back, centre back, and then City, centre back, right back. So that they know each other quite well, and how they move forward, and how they pressure. That's important for me for internationals, about having players that already know each other quite well. That's what I would do. Then it'd be a 4-3-3 type of formation, or like a 4-2-3-1. The two DMs or CDM, CM. I would have started Henderson. Usually I probably would. However, I don't think he's fully fit. So I wouldn't start him. So that means it would be Rice. I think he's the best defensive CDM that we have. Only other options really, like Calvin Phillips, which is decent. I'm not saying he's a bad player. He's there in the first place. He's there in merit. But I'll say Rice is better in that position. And then alongside Rice, I would honestly put Bellingham. I would genuinely put Bellingham there. I really would. Because from what I've seen from him, he's something special. And I would rather play him there than play someone that's a bit more attacking minded, deeper. For example, like we could play like Mason Mount there, for example, and I wouldn't play Phillips because I think that'd be too defensive. I don't want Phillips and Rice. I would like Rice as a CDM, and I want Bellingham to be more of that kind of box to box kind of player. That because he is good at intercepting the ball, breaking up play. He is very good at that, but he has got something also going forward, at driving the ball. He's a ball carrier, and I think that's really helpful. And he'd be there in the kind of middle, kind of box to box, and then a bit more forward in the kind of cam role. That is where I would play the likes of Mason Mount. That's what I would do. I'll put Mason Mount in a kind of central cam kind of role, I believe. And then my forward three, it would be on the left-hand side, Jack Grealish. I think he has to start. I would rather have Jack Grealish starting than Rashford. For me, Rashford is better off the bench than what he is starting. So Grealish as a left-sided player. And then right-hand side, I would probably put, it's tough between Sancho or Phil Foden. I don't think I'll start Sterling. I'm seeing a link that Sterling may start, and I really hope not, because I don't think he's been in form recently. And we should be playing players that's purely now in form. Every single player that I've named is in good form right now. So I would say, between Foden and Sancho, I don't mind either way. I would love a Foden. I would love Sancho. So I don't really mind. I guess I'll put Foden just because he knows the team quite well when it comes to Kyle Walker on that side, sort of right back, right wing, kind of link up together. I think that's good, but I don't really mind. I think Sancho also deserves a shout as well. So, and then of course strikers Harry Kane, because who else would it be? So that would be my main team. And I think the subs, because you got to think about, what impact do you want on the team? Calvert-Lewin, I think, should be brought on for one of the attacking players. I think we should keep Kane on the pitch for as long as we can, unless if he's just having a bad game. Calvert-Lewin, if we need a plan B, if you're drawing in a game or losing, then he's a great plan B to just whack the ball in the box. I think that's ideal. And then Rashford would be an ideal great super sub. And then the likes of Foden, if he's not starting, or the likes of Sancho to bring on as well. That's what our person does. There's 4 subs as well. So you could have a Sterling as well as an extra fresh legs if you need that. Or if we are trying to defend the lead, then we could bring on someone like Calvin Phillips as well for one of the attacking players. So Bellingham, for example. Miles a day, and for lots of people, it'd be the first time they're really experiencing proper football, like fever for a long time because of COVID. It's been absolute nonsense. This entire COVID thing is, I think it's becoming a joke now. But I don't want to talk about COVID too much because it's just a really boring topic. But yeah, this is my kind of preview, my kind of fan thoughts, how I'm feeling right now. I guess if I got to say a prediction, this is the thing. If we top this group, then we're guaranteed to really face, a Portugal, a Germany, or France. Okay? If we top the group, we're guaranteed to face them. If we come second in this group, then we are likely to face Poland or Sweden. Spain may be there if they are not first. It'd be second in Group E, which is Poland, Sweden, Slovakia. And that sounds a lot better in my mind. Okay? A lot better in my mind. I want to say that we win. I want to say. But my head is just like, we've been here before. Don't be too cheeky. That's what my heart is saying right now. Just don't be too cheeky. So I'm going to say 1-1, but I really hope we don't lose our first game. If we lose our first game, then that's going to be so much pressure in that Scotland game. Give me thoughts down below. And the Euros is here. And I'm nervous already because I just don't want to be disappointed, man. Give me your thoughts down in the comments. Smash a like. And also, I believe we're almost on 260,000 subs as well on YouTube. So thank you very much for that. So boys, enjoy yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Come on, England. Come on.